Stop! Put the phone down. Look at the silent screen staring back at you. That tight pressure in your chest isn't imagination. It's anxiety. Because she hasn't replied. Because something shifted in the dynamic. And you didn't even feel it happen. You've been living under a dangerous belief that if you are kind enough, patient enough, available enough, you will earn loyalty. That love is a moral transaction. I give my heart, therefore she must protect it. But reality doesn't work like that. Look around. The nice men are overlooked. The pleasers are shelved as friends. The men willing to sacrifice everything are the ones respected the least. Why? Because nature does not respect what begs to stay. Psychology does not reward what is always available. Desire is not built on safety. It is built on tension, on distance, on the possibility of loss. You're here because you're tired of mixed signals, tired of passive-aggressive silence, tired of feeling like you're auditioning for attention. You watch other men command interest effortlessly, while you work like a servant for scraps. The problem isn't your looks. It isn't your money. It isn't luck. It's your frame. In the next minutes, we're going to dismantle the lies you were taught about love, women, and connection. We're going to apply ruthless political psychology to romantic dynamics. I'm going to give you 7 psychological laws, not pickup lines, not tricks. Shifts in perception. Once installed, you will never be manipulated again. But understand this first. Once you see the mechanism, you cannot unsee it. You will notice the strings everywhere. If you're ready to stop being the spectator and become the prize, let's begin the autopsy of the nice guy. Principle 1, the economy of absence. Scarcity creates value. Here's a brutal truth. If air was sold, you'd only pay for it while drowning. Right now, you're free air, always available. Instant replies. You clear your schedule the second she shows interest. You think this is devotion. Psychologically, it signals low value. Overexposure kills reverence. Familiarity dissolves tension. When you are constantly present, you remove the most powerful drug in the human brain, imagination. Your absence forces her to wonder. What is he doing? Who is he with? Is he thinking about me? In that uncertainty, her mind creates a version of you, far more addictive than reality. You don't need to disappear strategically. When your life actually matters, absence becomes natural. Women instinctively know the difference between a man pretending to be busy and a man building something larger than her. The first is acting. The second is gravity. Learn to tolerate silence. Don't punish her with it. Don't reward her with anxiety. Put the phone down. Return to your mission. Humans chase what retreats. If you run toward her, you force her to move away to maintain balance. Stop chasing. Stand in purpose. Walk toward your goals. Principle 2, emotional unpredictability. The mind loves patterns until it gets bored. A slot machine that paid every time would be ignored. It's the randomness that creates addiction. Most men are predictable, predictably nice, predictably reactive, predictably insecure. She knows exactly which buttons to press. Break the pattern. If you're always calm, introduce intensity. If you're always affectionate, withdraw for a day. Not as punishment, as calibration. Your attention is not a salary, it's a commission. When she cannot predict your emotional response, she must pay attention. Attention becomes focus. Focus becomes attachment. Stop mirroring her emotions. Be your own climate. You can be calm when she's chaotic, grounded when she's distant. When she realizes she cannot control your reactions, she starts seeking your validation instead of expecting it. The moment she asks herself, "What is he thinking?" you've already won. Principle 3, the narcissism mirror. Everyone is self-centered. The deepest human craving is to be seen. Most men try to impress by talking about themselves. Status, money, achievements. That's insecurity in disguise. The dominant approach is the opposite. You listen with intensity. You ask questions no one asks. You speak to her shadow, not her mask. Why does that matter to you? What are you actually afraid of? She feels understood, unique, chosen. But here's the control point. You hold the mirror. You decide when it's raised. And when it's withdrawn, intense validation creates addiction. Its absence creates pursuit. Don't praise beauty. That's common. Validate effort. Validate darkness. Validate what she hides. That is psychological intimacy, and it binds stronger than desire. Principle 4, destroy the pedestal. If you elevate her, you place yourself beneath her, and no one desires what feels inferior. Treat her like a human, with flaws, contradictions, limits. Disagree, tease, challenge. Beauty only intimidates men without self-worth. Respect is born from equality, not worship. She cannot love a man she doesn't respect. Bring her down from the pedestal, so she can meet you on solid ground. Principle 5, the authority of silence. Power speaks less. The man who fills silence loses leverage. Over-explaining leaks value. Mystery dies in excess words. When she tests you, say nothing. Let silence stretch. She will rush to fill it. She will explain. She will seek approval. Silence implies evaluation. It triggers uncertainty. Pause 3 seconds before answering. That gap destroys autopilot. Never say you're high value. Demonstrate it. Words negotiate. Silence commands. Principle 6, the willingness to walk away. This is the nuclear option. If you need her, she owns you. If you prefer her but don't depend on her, you are free. Most men tolerate disrespect because they fear emptiness. Build a life so full that losing her is an inconvenience, not a collapse. Strong boundaries create safety. A man who can leave is a man who can lead. You only keep what you're willing to lose. Final perspective. You came here wanting control over women, but notice the pattern. Every principle was about controlling yourself. You cannot dominate another human being. You can only master your impulses. Neediness destroys attraction. Self-command creates gravity. She doesn't submit to force. She submits to order. Stillness commands more than aggression. Stop manipulating others. Govern your own mind. Kill the nice guy. He is weak and dishonest. Birth the sovereign. He is disciplined and grounded. The throne isn't external, it's internal. If you're ready to stop begging and start ruling, type this in the comments. I choose power. The next video goes deeper. You've learned how to stand. Next, you learn how to move.